Greetings, guys. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the specific function used, starting with the add margin function. As soon as you kind of enter Zing, you're able to see this page. Post the landing page signing up, you can either start editing or create a new workflow. While you're creating a new workflow, you're actually able to see a whole range of functions that have been made available to you guys. Some of them being predictive AI, some of them being generative AI, while some of them being the regular functions that you use in the course of image editing. The idea here is to be able to use all of these functions at scale to be able to edit images in bulk. Starting off with the first function being the add margin function. As soon as you are here, you can select a sample image to see what the add margin function can do. To use the add margin function effectively, the first thing we would do is kind of remove and clip the background, which you can see what it does immediately, where we're getting rid of the background completely, and then we add the margin. The idea of the margin is to be able to give space on the right, left, top, and bottom side of the image, effectively to be able to create an aesthetic looking, proportionate looking image that looks clear as well as has enough boundaries and guidelines depending upon the specific features of the platform. Now, in as soon as I enter the margin, I have to start putting in the relevant parameters. So let's say I want the width of the image to be 1500, the height to be 1500, then the margin guidelines in terms of percentage or pixel. Let's say we select pixel, and from all sides we need a margin of 50, for example. Then I can select my alignment that, okay, let's say I want it center and center aligned. So as you're able to see, it is positioned like the person in the center, keeping the margin on top, on the bottom, as well as on the left and right. At the same time, let's say if I change the bottom margin to 100, you'll see like she has moved a little bit up there. And let's say the top margin to 0, then she becomes further a lot more bigger as well. Now the same thing I can quickly test out with another sample image. Let's take this one as the sample image, where the woman is wearing this beautiful sari. And as you're able to see here, now I quickly go ahead, add a top margin of 50, and then you're able to see what's going to happen. It's become a little smaller, and we have margin on top as well. Now, if I want to change the alignment, for example, I can go ahead and select this to be top align. But because of the top margin, we don't have the top alignment. I can go ahead and then select the center alignment, which it already was. So you're able to kind of select the alignment. You're able to change the dimension in terms of the image dimension and size, and you're able to provide your custom margin on either side. This is effectively used regularly when we want to be able to fit to certain guidelines that have been either brand set or platform set in that case. I'll quickly show you guys this from an objects perspective as well. So let's take an example of this bottle. So in this case, let's say because it's a vertical image, I would want a top margin of 100 and a bottom margin of 100, because I don't want the product to probably look that big. And if I want to change it to percentage, I can quickly bring it down here, change the numbers, and you're able to see how it's quickly realigning as well. So that's the idea on how to use the add margin function in Zing.